Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Say Adrian from Elite Educators, and today we have a topic suggested by one of our epic students, Sayuri. This is just a video doing a quick, simple revision of the topic of simple interest. And guys, if I sound a bit hoarse, that is because of the confidence and creative writing class that we have on Wednesdays from 5 to 6:30. I talk non-stop for about 2 hours, so I always wake up with sore throat on Thursday. So, guys, first up, what is simple interest? Simple interest is basically if you take a loan or if you give someone a loan, it is expected that they return the original amount and probably a bit more. Banks, credit unions, all of the a lot of places, even places like courts and island finance. Notoriously island finance, they make their money by lending money. So let's say you have to borrow $1,000 from them, you will have to repay that $1,000 plus more. And the plus more would be referred to as simple interest. Now, simple interest is usually calculated as a percentage of the total amount. And just by the way, there are two types of interest, simple interest and compound interest. For this video, we'll only be talking about simple interest. Now, for simple interest, okay, let's give an example. So let's see. Hey, how did that? Oh, I'm trying a new app, guys, by the way. So if this looks a bit poor, it is because of that, because of the new app. All right, so let's say that you want to buy a brand new phone, right? And just for ease of calculations, we will say that the phone itself is $1,000. So you guys go to Tech to Go in Gulf City Mall, and you guys decide to buy a brand new Samsung for $1,000. But the thing is, you don't have $1,000. So you ask your parents, and your parents say, "Okay, I will lend you that $1,000." And when you do chores, when you get money from grandma or aunt or uncle for birthdays and for Christmas and for any holidays, you get paid back within the span of a year. But for lending you that money, they want 10% interest, right? So simple interest is principal by rate by time. But for now, I just want us to focus on the principal, which is the original amount, and the interest rate, which is 10%. Now, in order for us to fully understand this, we have to know a little bit about percentages. And remember, I told you guys that percentage means out of 100. This little percentage sign, if we rearrange it, we have the 1, we have the 0, and we have another 0. So it always means out of 100. So this 10% automatically means 10 out of 100. So that means for every $100 within that 1 year, you would have to pay back 10%, which would be $10. Now, there are two ways we can actually calculate this. Now, I will show you guys, well, obviously the ministry approved and ministry preferred method, which would just be to multiply them by each other. So we multiply 10% by $1,000. However, we cannot multiply it in this percentage form, so we have to convert it to its fraction form. So its fraction form was this, what I showed you guys earlier. So we will have 10 over 100 multiplied by 1,000 over 1. And our students will know that I said it over and over and over. Whenever we have a whole number, we usually put it over 1 because it doesn't change the number. If I give you $1,000 and the 1,000 is just for you, 1,000 divided by 1 is still 1,000. But it helps us understand where we could cross off digits and where we could divide digits or even reduce them. So we could cross out these two zeros, cross out these two zeros. We are left with 10 multiplied by $10, which will give us $100. So if you borrowed that $1,000 for that cell phone, right, so you will have after 1 year to pay that $100. That $100 will be simple interest. Now, let's say in a particular year, the birthday present and the chores didn't go too good, and you decided to borrow that for 2 years at the same 10%. It would be 100 for year 1 as well as 100 for year 2. You'd have to pay $200 in interest. But again, just for the sake of this example, I just want to use 1 year. So at the end of that year, how much will we have to repay? To repay would be the original amount, which would be the 1,000 for the phone, and the simple interest, which would be $100. So that way, you would have to pay $1,100 back. And this is very, very, very common. People borrow money all the time if they have to buy a car, if they have to buy a house, even in some cases, start a business. If you want a good cell phone, if you're a content creator and you need a cell phone to make videos, or even just for social networking, or even for work, guys, we have to send emails and all of these things every single day. So simple interest is very common, and all we do is we just multiply the simple interest by the principal, which is the original amount that you took to borrow. So this was just a quick refresher course. This is just a booster. If you have any questions, just let me know and I'll create another video. Anyhow, guys, I didn't want this video to be too long. It's just a refresher. Take care and peace. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.